I was rushed to the hospital unconscious. I woke to the hiss of oxygen and the metallic sting of disinfectant. A ceiling light buzzed above me. My body felt heavier than the bed it sank into. The doctor's voice was faint, almost apologetic. "We called your son. He said he couldn't come. He's taking his wife to dinner." I turned my head, slow, weak. "And you told him it might be my last night?" The doctor hesitated. "Yes. He said, she doesn't have much time anyway." It should have broken me. It didn't. I simply closed my eyes. My son, my only son, chose a dying woman over me. Not out of love, but convenience. I understood them. I had been reduced to an afterthought in his life. A week later, I walked out of the hospital alive, but not the same. I remember the day he was born. I remember the weight of him, the fierce promise I made that I'd protect him, provide for him, give him everything I never had. And I did. I worked, saved, built. My money gave him schools, comfort, opportunities. Every time he stumbled, I was the hand that steadied him. Every time he wanted, I was the answer. But something shifted when his wife entered the picture. At first, I mistook her smile for warmth. I wanted to believe she loved him. Maybe she did, once. But love rotted fast in her hands. She whispered ambitions into him, fed him a hunger that was never his own. I saw the way he stopped calling unless he needed money. I saw the way she measured my house, my possessions, as though they were future spoils. The night in the hospital only confirmed what I had been too proud to admit. To them, I was not a father. I was an asset. I did not rage. I did not cry. I planned. First, I called my lawyer. Quiet conversations. Amendments drafted. Signatures notarized. My will rewritten. My estate, once promised to my son, redirected. Half went to charity. The other half to someone I trusted more than blood, my late wife's niece, a girl my son dismissed as unworthy. She had been the one who visited me in the hospital every day, who held my hand when he would not. Next, I called my bank. I shifted accounts, moved savings, closed joint authorizations he didn't even know he had. Within hours, every financial door he expected to inherit was locked. And then I waited. 2 hours later, my phone rang. His voice sharp with forced concern. "Dad, you're home? Why didn't you tell me? I'm coming over." For the first time in years, I smiled. When he arrived, his car roared into the driveway like he was storming into battle. He didn't knock. He barged in, eyes scanning the room, looking not for me, but for documents, for evidence. He found me in the living room, sitting with a calm he mistook for weakness. "You should have called me," he said, feigning guilt. "I would have come." I tilted my head. "Would you? You seemed busy last week." His jaw tightened. "You don't understand. She's sick. I had to be there for her. And I had to be there for myself." My voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. His mask cracked then. He realized I knew. Knew he had chosen her over me, not out of love, but calculation. He thought I was on borrowed time. He thought he could wait. "I've made changes," I said simply. His eyes narrowed. "What changes?" I leaned forward, letting the silence stretch until it suffocated him. "The money, the house, everything you assumed would be yours. It isn't. I gave you my time, my years, my loyalty. You traded it for convenience. So I traded you for someone who still knows how to care." His face drained. "You can't. I already did." He searched my eyes then, desperate to find mercy. He had always relied on it. My forgiveness had been his currency. But this time I let him see the truth. That mercy was gone. He sank onto the couch, shoulders heavy. "So what? You're cutting me off after everything I've done for you?" I almost laughed. What he had done for me? The entitlement in his voice was the final nail in the coffin of our bond. "No," I said, "I'm freeing you. You wanted a life without me? Now you have it. Completely." The silence that followed was louder than any shouting could have been. He looked around the house he thought he'd inherit, and realized it no longer belonged to him. Not even in fantasy. That night, after he left, I sat by the window and breathed easier than I had in years. Revenge is not fire. It is not rage. It is clarity. It is watching the chains you forged for yourself break away. He thought my death would enrich him. Instead, my life deprived him. That is justice. I am not bitter. I am not broken. I am lighter. And when my time finally comes, I will go knowing one truth carved deep and final. I gave him everything. And then, when he proved unworthy, I gave him nothing.